It says Fuller. What's Fuller's grave doing here? Ugh!
You pussy. I'm gonna get you.
We'll see about that. What the? I don't believe it. Huh? Mom?
Darren, is that you?
Mom, what the... but you're...
You're not my son anymore.
But I... What a crazy dream. What was that? Hello? Ah!
Were you having a nightmare?
What? Who are you?
I'm Ralph.
My name's Darren. Where am I? Is this the old academy?
Mr. Bubby and I live here.
What are you two doing here? You and Mr. Bubby.
We live here.
You've already said. But, is there nowhere else you could live?
No, the evil house where we used to live doesn't exist anymore, and we didn't want to go back there anyway.
Could it be that you once lived in Sir Robert's sanatorium?
And Mr. Bubby too. He protects me and tells me what I have to do.
It's good to have a friend.
And Mr. Bubby says that all the time too.
Did you see the big fire at the lighthouse?
Yeah, I like fire.
You wouldn't have liked this one.
Angelina was here. She came, and then she went, and then she was there again, and then there was someone wearing a white mask, and then there was fire.
Hold on. You know Angelina?
Yes, she was here a lot.
So, there was Angelina and a man with a mask, and then there was a fire?
Yes, first we hid ourselves because it was thundering, and the bad man wasn't supposed to see us. But then the fire had shone so nice, we just looked. I like fire.
Yeah, and then?
Then the fire went out. The rain put it out. Then you came. You were calling out loudly, but I didn't know what. Then you fell down and stopped moving. Mr. Bubby said I ought to get you into the dry.
Tell Mr. Bubby thanks from me. That was a good idea.
Mr. Bubby says, my pleasure. We don't often get visitors here.
What happened then?
Then the police arrived. We don't like them. They wanted to take us away to here. Then along came a really nice black car. It looked a lot different from the police cars, or the cars we sometimes see in the village. It looked kind of old, but it was very nice and shiny. But he wasn't there for long.
Did you see who was sitting in it?
No.
Isn't it dangerous here? The ruins look like they're in danger of collapsing.
Sometimes stones do fall down when it's stormy and there's thunder, or if the wind's blowing wildly. But then we always hide anyway. Mr. Bubby is scared of thunderstorms.
Are there good hiding places here then? Maybe some hidden rooms or passages?
We always hide ourselves here in our house. Nothing can happen to us here.
Yeah, sure. You said that Angelina was here quite often.
Yeah?
When was the first time she was here?
I I don't know.
Approximately. Around about... What do you reckon?
100 years ago?
Huh. And what did she do here?
She had a very careful look around at everything, and then she found our house. She said she was looking for something. A door that led under the ground.
When she was here yesterday and disappeared for a short while, where was that?
I don't know. Mr. Bubby wanted to make himself nice for her, and didn't look.
Mr. Bubby wanted to make himself nice for Angelina?
I think Mr. Bubby was a bit in love with her. But he could never bring himself to tell her.
And now, it's too late.
Maybe he'll tell her next time, when she comes to visit us. You think she'll come and see us again soon?
That's, I don't know, Ralph. Perhaps. You know Black Mirror Castle?
I've never been there. I think there are bad people that live there. Sir Robert lived there, and he was bad.
Yes, he was.
Our friend Samuel used to know the castle.
Samuel Gordon?
He used to help me and Mr. Bubby. I liked him. But then when they shut down Sir Robert's wicked house, they said that Samuel was a wicked person as well. I don't believe that. Sometimes you do things that are wrong, but you don't mean to be wicked. Wicked voices make you do it, said Mr. Bubby.
I need to get going, Ralph.
See you.
I think it's an elder bush, but I'm not 100% sure. The branches are very long and straight, too. Very typical for them. This must have been a grand hall. Maybe with a gallery. There's the remains of the first story. A weird stone head. It looks rather like a troll. The staircase leads to nothing. It must have fallen down at some point. The raven flew out of a crack in the rock. There might be a cavity behind that. These stones look a bit weird somehow. They don't look like they've all fallen like this just by chance. It looks like they've been stacked up. There's a little stone figure. Could be a chess piece. A solid stone slab. It looks like there could be a space behind it. But how can I shift this slab? It's gotta weigh a ton. A heavy stone pedestal. There are 4 recesses. I can see some remaining bits of black and white coloring in between. Like a chessboard. Hey, what's this then? That's gotta be one of the missing chess pieces. Yes, it's the queen. A small smudged note. It says, the king went north, the pawn went south, the queen... I can hardly read the rest. And the knight to the something ST. I can still see her. A charred body hunched so unnaturally. Terrible. Never be able to forget this image my whole life long. What's that amongst the stones? A chess piece. The king. I wonder who put the chess piece there. It can't have been sitting there between the stones long. It's not been weathered at all and looks brand new. There's a knife sticking out of the wooden beam. It looks like someone's been carving into the beam. With little talent, but a lot of patience. A little piece out of a branch. I saw that on TV once. If you hit the bark with a hard object, like with a knife, then the bark loosens itself from the wood. Then, with just a bit of pressure, you can push the piece of wood out of the bark. Just cut a slit in the bark here, push the piece of wood back in a little, and there you go. A whistle. Hello, Ralph?
Hi, Darren.
I saw a raven there a short while ago.
We don't like him. He's always screeching and flapping, and he steals things.
He steals things.
He once stole the lid off one of our cans.
He likes shiny things.
Me too. And it was our lid.
Do you, by any chance, know anything about the chess pieces that are hidden somewhere around here?
What are chess pieces?
Little figures that are kind of kings, queens, castles, and knights. They're usually small and made out of wood. But I'm looking for bigger ones made from stone.
Mr. Bubby found one like that. It's a horse, a really nice one.
Hey, cool. Would you lend it to me?
It's Mr. Bubby's toy.
And would Mr. Bubby lend it to me?
Mr. Bubby plays with the horse. If you take it away, then he'll have nothing left to play with.
Ah, I understand. But what if I brought him something else to play with? What is he like playing with?
With horses?
And, what else?
Mr. Bubby likes music. Maybe you can get him something he can play music on. You can get him a piano.
That could be a problem. Hey, Ralph! Have a look at what I got here.
Wow! That's much better than a piano.
And smaller, too. Now, can I just borrow the horse for a short while if I give you the whistle for it?
Okay.
If this is supposed to be some kind of chessboard, then the pieces are conspicuous in their absence. Okay, I've got all 4 pieces. I'll place them like it says in the note. I heard a quiet click. 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 Phew. The damn bird again. He's got his own private way into this room. I'd say the raven pecked it apart. Maybe he was looking for something edible, or more sparkling things. Some clothes. They really could have belonged to Angelina. And here, a little book. Is that... That's gotta be Angelina's diary. And here, there's a folded note in the book. But one thing at a time. What's she written on the last pages? Tuesday, I found him.
He's called Darren Michaels. Or rather, that's the name that they have given him, if I'm right about my suspicions. He's very nice. I don't think he has the faintest idea about the whole thing. I wanted to speak to Mrs. Michaels, but nobody came to the door when I rang the bell. There seems to be a man following me. Even before my departure, I had the feeling of being watched. What does the man want from me? Evening. Mrs. Michaels has had a terrible accident. She's lying in hospital with severe head injuries. I wonder if she had already fallen when I rang the bell. Oh, God, I'm imagining all sorts of horrible things. Wednesday. I've been arrested for the murder of a man whom I barely know. I was led into a trap. A voice told me over the phone that they had information about Darren. When I arrived at the store, I discovered the body and was promptly arrested. I think my pursuer is behind this. Or am I being paranoid? Who can have an interest in finally ending all of this? Afternoon. Darren is so sweet the way he's really gone to town to help me. He's so ready to help. He's a bit of an oddball, but I like him a lot. Doesn't matter if he is who I think he is. I've found a good friend. Or maybe more. Later. Reginald Boris. That's my pursuer's name. There's no doubt anymore. He's here to hinder my search, to stop what I'm doing. Who has sent him? Evening. It's him. I know it now. He brought a little casket with him on our first date. Inside there was a photo of his mother and the servant Bates. They were standing in front of the gate at Black Mirror Castle. I recognized it immediately. He simply has to be a Gordon. His mother had an affair, and after the fire, she went to the USA. But I don't have the guts to tell him. His mom's lying in the hospital, and he has enough to worry about. On the other hand, I've got to find out who my new adversaries are. What might happen if I were to take Darren back to Willow Creek, and in doing so, bring him into danger? I couldn't forgive myself for that. I'll go back on my own and start my own investigations into who our enemies are. I'll tell Darren everything at some point.
like I thought. Angelina knew more than she let on the whole time, and she put herself in danger to protect me. It all fits together. The payments from Willow Creek, there being no pictures of my father, and me not being able to remember him. There was no car crash. There was a fire in the castle, and my mother was injured then. She was sent to the USA and received a pension, or maybe hush money. The only thing I don't understand, what is it all about? What did Angelina want to achieve, and what does the Order want to prevent? Most importantly, what have I got to do with it? This note was stuck in the diary. It's a letter. Darren, I hope this letter finds you.
I can't tell you just how sorry I am that I wasn't honest with you right from the start. I've underestimated the danger from the Order for way too long. I've been playing a little game, and now it looks like I've lost. The Order's agents are creeping through the ruins, and it's only a matter of time until they discover this room. I'm going to hide the pieces, and I'm going to try to break through to get to the village. Perhaps I can at least keep them away from the gate. Should you be reading this letter, then I haven't made it. And so, I ask you to complete my work. You don't believe in the curse, I know that. How could you, though? You were so far away. But I came across some illustrations during my studies, and it's all true. Terrible things happen here every 12 years. And that's been going on for centuries. Maybe it's mass suggestion, or maybe it's some kind of radiation, or maybe it's a curse. Call it what you like, but it has to stop. The key to all evil is hidden beneath the Academy. A chamber which was used centuries ago for some kind of dark rites. There are also the soul keys which Samuel Gordon discovered 12 years ago. Destroy them. Destroy everything. And if it's all just a fantasy in the people's heads around here, take away the reason for them to fear. But guard yourself against the Order. It is an occult sect which I had believed to have died out. A great mistake. It still exists. They mess about with dead bodies and they want your blood. According to the legend, only a male Gordon can open the cult's chamber, touch the soul keys, and carry out the dark rituals. That is why I was looking for you. I believe that you are the last of the Gordons. You are in the greatest danger, as long as the keys and summoning chamber are not destroyed. Then the Order will hunt you down to the very ends of the earth. Up until now, I haven't managed to penetrate the catacombs. To open the gate, you need to have the mosaic tiles. I have only found one. It's in my rucksack. The other two are hidden somewhere within the castle. The only clue I have to the hiding place of one of the other tiles is a name. Maximilian Mortimer Gordon. You have to return to Black Mirror Castle and look for the mosaic tiles there. The danger is great, since I'm sure that most of the castle's residents are also members of the Order, so don't make yourself known to them. It's the only chance of getting the mosaic pieces, and the only chance, perhaps, to discover who your father is. It's all so awful, Darren. It's as though I've opened Pandora's box. I wanted to do something good, and in doing so have brought you into terrible danger. I hope that everything will come good in the end, and that we too can start afresh together. With love, Angelina.
A curse? All of this because of a curse. The blood of the Gordons. An occult secret society which like to call up the devil in person. It's all so crazy. How can you kill folks in the name of such a fantasy? How can anyone get so caught up in this superstitious baloney that they kill for it? But Angelina's right. Bizarre as these people's motives might be, they're gonna keep on going as long as they can see a chance of achieving their goal. They've gotta be stopped. And I'm gonna stop them. Angelina's death shouldn't have been completely in vain.